We're really excited to have Dr. Guy Stevens for our first webinar. He is the founder of the Manta Trust and one of the world's leading manta experts. So for this webinar, we decided to host a Q&A session for the whole hour of the webinar so that you can ask him all of your burning manta questions that you've been wanting to ask.
My name is Guy Stevens. I'm the Chief Executive of the Manta Trust, also the co-founder. I co-founded the charity with Thomas Peschak, who's a National Geographic photographer.
We've had a couple of anonymous questions asking if the Manta Trust discovered Hanifaru Bay or if people knew about it before. Obviously they did, so.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, look, Hanifaru Bay it's a location in the Maldives which is close to, several local islands. Maldivians have been going out and exploring the reef systems ever since they first arrived in the archipelago, thousands of years ago. And the local fishermen, when I first went there in 2003, and when I first moved full time to Baa Atoll in 2006, and I started going and chatting to the local fishermen, of course, they were like, yeah, there's this location which we used to go in and we used to hunt whale sharks there. The last whale sharks were hunted there in 2006. It was an area where they used to go out. Before they had motorized vehicles, they used to go out with their rowing boats, and they used to catch the whale sharks. And they needed the oil to help, waterproof their boats. So this was back, in the time before they didn't have modern, chemical sealants that are, much cheaper and easier to procure. So Maldivians, the fishermen, have known about this location. I just tapped into that knowledge. I asked my colleagues, my Maldivian friends, and I said, look, where's a good place to find mantas? And they told me about it. I think there's a sort of a distinction between found or discovered Hanifaru. I don't think anyone should or can claim to have discovered it. It was, an area that the animals visit. All I did was tell everyone, this is a good place to see them. I figured out when was the best time to go there and find them. And I started researching them. There's been plenty of divers and dive groups that have been there before me. So I certainly don't claim, and I don't think I know you will never find anything anywhere that from me has ever claimed to have discovered Hanifaru Bay. I've never said it, and I don't care to say that I've discovered it because it's not really about that anyway.
My name is Tom Peschak, and I'm the Chief Photographer for the Save Our Seas Foundation. I recently photographed a story for National Geographic magazine on manta rays. I traveled halfway across the world to the Maldives, a group of islands situated 400 miles south of India. My final destination was Hanifaru, a small, uninhabited islet in the remote northern Baa Atoll, the site of the world's largest manta ray feeding aggregation. I was able to photograph new manta ray behaviors that were only recently discovered by Guy Stevens, a marine biologist funded by the Save Our Seas Foundation, who discovered Hanifaru and now studies this site. I was able to photograph new manta ray behaviors that were only recently discovered by Guy Stevens, a marine biologist funded by the Save Our Seas Foundation, who discovered Hanifaru and now studies this site.